In a quaint village embraced by emerald hills and golden meadows, a boy named Leo lived in a thatched cottage on the edge of a murmuring brook. Though his clothes were patched and his meals meager, Leo possessed a heart richer than any king's treasury. He shared his modest possessions freely, especially with his younger brother Finn, whose laughter was the sweetest melody to Leo's ears. Two were inseparable, their bond as sturdy as the ancient stone bridge that arched over the brook. One dawn, as the sun painted the sky with hues of rose and amber, Leo noticed that Finn's usual exuberance was absent. Finn lay pale and motionless, his forehead burning with fever. The village healer, a venerable woman with silver hair and eyes that reflected the depth of the forest, examined Finn with grave concern. She told Leo that Finn needed a rare herb from distant mountains, a remedy that came at a steep price. Coins in Leo's pocket jingled faintly, insufficient for such a cure. Determined to save his brother, Leo set out to find work in the bustling marketplace. He pleaded with merchants and craftsmen, offering to sweep floors or carry goods, but they dismissed him due to his youth and slight frame. As dusk settled, Leo sank onto the cobblestone path, his hope waning like the fading light. Just then, a resplendent parrot with feathers shimmering in every color of the rainbow fluttered down to perch beside him. Its eyes gleamed with a mysterious intelligence, and it tilted its head as if considering the boy's sorrow. Noticing the bird's thinness, Leo reached into his satchel and offered his last crust of bread. Parrot accepted gratefully, its vigor returning with each nibble. Suddenly, the air vibrated with a melodic voice that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere. Startled, Leo looked around, but saw only the parrot gazing at him intently. To his amazement, the voice emanated from the bird itself. Introducing itself as Skye, the parrot thanked Leo for his kindness and revealed that it possessed magical abilities. Skye had been observing Leo's selflessness and, in return, offered to guide him to a hidden treasure that could provide the means to heal Finn. Though hesitant at first, Leo's desperation and faith in goodness propelled him to accept the parrot's offer. Skye led him beyond the familiar fields, into an enchanted forest where the trees whispered secrets and the air was thick with the scent of pine and mystery. As they journeyed deeper, the foliage seemed to part before them, revealing paths unseen by ordinary eyes. Skye cautioned Leo about the shadows that lurked, pirates who coveted the very treasure they sought. No sooner had the warning been uttered than gruff voices echoed among the trees, and piercing eyes glinted from the underbrush. A band of fearsome pirates emerged, their gazes fixed on Leo and the parrot with greedy intent. Without missing a beat, Skye urged Leo onward. They dashed through the labyrinth of trees, the pirates' heavy boots thundering behind them. The forest seemed to aid their flight, roots tripped their pursuers and branches obscured the way. At the forest's edge, they came upon a serene lake shrouded in mist. A small boat rocked gently at the water's edge, as if awaiting their arrival. Clambering into the vessel, Leo grasped the oars and rowed with all his might. The lake's waters glowed with an otherworldly light, and creatures of legend swam beneath the surface, their forms casting ripples that guided the boat forward. Skye soared overhead, leading the way to a distant shore where an island rose, crowned with towering cliffs and lush greenery. Stepping onto the island, they found a weathered map carved into a stone tablet, its symbols and lines intertwining like vines. Leo studied the map, sensing that it required not just sight but insight. With Skye's help, he interpreted the cryptic directions, realizing that the treasure lay within a cavern at the island's heart. Their path was fraught with marvels and trials. Luminescent flowers lit their way through dark tunnels, while riddles etched into ancient trees challenged their wit. At one point, they encountered a magnificent waterfall that flowed upward, defying gravity. To pass, they needed to solve a puzzle that required aligning stones to reflect the moon's light, creating a bridge of shimmering beams. As they approached the cavern, a massive guardian emerged, a being woven from vines and stones with eyes that glowed like embers. It loomed over them, an embodiment of the island's ancient spirit. Fear clutched at Leo, but he recalled the joy of Finn's laughter and the warmth of their bond. Drawing upon his courage, Leo noticed that the guardian mirrored his movements, as if connected to his intentions. Understanding dawned upon him. He began to move gracefully, performing gestures of peace and respect. The guardian responded in kind, eventually bowing and allowing them passage. Inside the cavern, they found a chest carved from crystal, overflowing with gold coins, gemstones, and artifacts from bygone eras. Leo gathered a modest portion, just enough to procure Finn's cure and improve their humble life. He felt no desire for excess, recalling how true wealth was found in love and kindness. Skye nodded approvingly, and together they made their way back, the journey home swift and untroubled. Upon returning to the village, Leo sought the healer and presented her with the means to acquire the rare herb. Impressed by his dedication and the glimmer of hope in his eyes, she swiftly prepared the remedy. Days passed, and under the healer's vigilant care, Finn's health blossomed anew. Color returned to his cheeks, and his laughter once again filled the air like the chiming of silver bells. Word of Leo's adventure spread through the village, inspiring others with his tale of bravery and generosity. Yet Leo remained humble, attributing his success to the guidance of Skye and the power of compassion. The villagers, moved by his example, began to show greater kindness to one another, fostering a sense of community stronger than ever before. Skye, mission fulfilled, prepared to depart. Leo thanked the parrot with all his heart, knowing that their encounter had forever changed the course of his life. As Skye soared into the horizon, the sky itself seemed to echo with hues of gratitude and possibility. The moral of this story reminds us that acts of kindness, no matter how small, can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Courage arises not from the absence of fear, but from the determination to overcome it for the sake of others. True riches are not measured by wealth or possessions, but by the strength of our character and the love we share with those around us.